Hi, welcome to my second video on Phoenix Run Battles, the space MOBA I've been working on. My name is Dan. I belong to the gaming community Covenant of the Phoenix. They can be found at covenantofthephoenix.com or cotp.info. They've been a great bunch of guys that have been giving me a lot of advice, and they've volunteered to play test once we finally got multiplayer working in this game. Anyway, in the first video I showed you the carrier control module, where you could control your carrier and launch fighters at the enemy carrier and set priority targets and do all of these things. And that still all works. The fighter AI is still borked. I have to do a lot of work there, but I've just kind of put it off to the side for now. But the thing I did want to show you here was the advent of torpedoes. And let me scroll in all the way so I can get a good look at the target reticle. And we'll try to torpedo this guy. Let me lead him just a little bit, and torpedoes away. One was just blown up, I think, as it exited the tube. But we got one going here. We'll launch a couple others. By the way, the music that you're hearing in the background, if you can hear it, is something done by a Covenant of the Phoenix member. Wally, thank you very much for the use of your music. He was messing around on guitar and came up with this. I think he does all the instruments you're hearing in the background. I got one torpedo hit, and it turns out I thought it was a perfect gaming loop when I heard it on his YouTube channel, and he let me use it, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so there's the dumbfire torpedo system that I've implemented. I want to keep these dumbfire. I know it's probably not very accurate for a sci-fi. Maybe I'll change it, but it just seems more fun to have the torpedoes have to aim them with the ship. I'm also planning to add torpedo systems on the port and starboard that come out directly perpendicular to the direction the ship is going. And that will allow you to get up on side if you're close and shove a few torpedoes in their side. Alright, the next thing I want to show you is the new stuff, and I'm going to start with the fighter model, where you can run around in a fighter and shoot stuff. Hold on one second, let me switch over to that. Alright, here is the fighter model. This is the medium fighter or standard fighter. There are 4 types of ships I've currently got in the game, and it'll probably stay that way, and that is a fighter, heavy fighter, scout, and a bomber. In fact, there's a bomber now. Let's see if we can't kill this guy. I'm going to increase my thrust. Right here we're in the cockpit view of the fighter. I think in Fraps you're still going to see the mouse cursor. It's not in the game. Sorry about that. But we're going to come in close to this here fighter and try to blow him up. Oh, excuse me, bomber, and try to blow him up. Right now we're in the cockpit view. All of the fighters have in ships have a cockpit view. That also has, we're closing in, I'll scroll back one. Here's the first external view, the second external view, and the chase camera view. The most accurate when you're shooting, though, is the cockpit view, looking right down the barrel, and you get a pretty good aim. And I'm starting to hit him a little bit. You can see he's targeted in the upper left, and you can see the hits going. I try not to look at that, because what happens, I turn my head to see where his shields and armor are currently, and then I start missing. I'm going to put a little bar over the top of whoever's targeted so that I can see their health, and that should help. Also, I need to add feedback for when you actually hit someone, so that you know that you're hitting. Alright, so that bomber's gone. They're slow. The scouts are a different story. They're fast and agile and a pain in the neck. Here, let's go take a quick flyby of the enemy carrier. There it is. I've got it set so they're not going to target me. I can still blow up if I get accidentally hit, but I just wanted to be able to demonstrate this. As the first fighter out before the launching of the other fighters by the AI of the carrier, I get targeted right away and blown up if I don't make it so they don't target me. This is just for testing purposes. So there is the green carrier, and it's gray, but I'll fix that. And then here is the white carrier, which is the model used for the player right now. I was using the gray one. I think I ran into its shields or I got hit by something. Okay, so that's the fighter model. And here we have the light laser cannon. This is a cannon designed to attack small ships, torpedoes, and missiles. And right now I got nothing to shoot at. Ah, there we go. Alright, Imperial Heavy Fighter 3. There's no zoom on this yet, but that'll be one of the perks you can add is zooming so that you're more accurate at a distance. Right now they have to be fairly close for you to get a good shot on them. The laser turret power is pretty low, so it's not really effective against the carriers, but it's good against the fighters. Some of the perks I'm planning on adding for these turrets are increased fire rate and increased damage. Hey, let me show you something. I'm playing around with this. Talk about increased fire rate. Alright, in this one I turned the fire rate up significantly on the laser turret. So let me find a good target here. And here's one. As you can see, it's kind of cool looking, seeing all that fire go out. It can go up a little, it can go faster of course, but I like to keep the frame rates up. Let's try to get him blown up and then we'll move on to medium turrets. There we go. Alright. Right here you see the medium turret. And let me move it down a bit. They move slow. Excuse me, they rotate slow, and they fire fairly slowly, but they pack a pretty good punch. They're effective against the capital ships. I think I might accidentally hit something there. Maybe not. If you hit a fighter, it's pretty much one shot, one kill, but it's very hard to track down the fighters with a slow-moving turret, which is the design. I would stick around and keep on firing until we kill the other carrier, but that's going to take a long time, so I won't bore you with the details. Anyway, I want to thank everybody who's been supporting me through this process of writing this game. I know it's been a long time, but since I've switched to the Unity engine from MOBA and then Sunburn, I've made a lot of progress, and I'm really hoping to get this up and running fairly quickly. It's not the full MMO that I want to work on someday, but it is just something to start with, and that is a MOBA where two sides can man their carriers and fight each other. Anyway, take care of yourself, have a great day, and hopefully maybe someday I'll see you on the Covenant of the Phoenix forums. Take care, bye-bye.